Nancy and I had just come back from a Mediterranean cruise to celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary. And I thank God right now that I was able to go on that cruise, because 2 days later, or actually the next day, my back started hurting. And that night, was it that night? Yeah. That night, I woke up in the middle of the night, and my back hurt so bad, I said to my wife Nancy that we got to go to the emergency room. I think I'm passing a kidney stone. I was 100% sure I had a kidney stone. So we got up and we went to United Hospital and had tests taken, and we were waiting for the doctor to come in and say, yeah, you've got a kidney stone, we're gonna put you on medicine or something. And he sat down with us and he says, well, I just want to tell you that if you have kidney stones but they're not moving, but that's not your problem, it's something more serious. He says, I think you have cancer. And then after the 16 chemos, the first set of chemos, we were figuring we were going to be ready for the bone marrow transplant, and we find out that we didn't do a thing. They went and they did the transplant anyway. And when we got the results, they told me that I still had cancer cells. I mean, every step of the way has been a disappointment, a letdown. We've had people praying for us. We've prayed. We've gone in with confidence, feeling that this is going to be it, and it hasn't been. And now we have on December 13th, we're going to have another bone marrow biopsy, and I want to have faith that this time the doctor is going to have really good news, but deep down in, we've been disappointed in every step so far. It's hard to keep your faith. Well, I've heard stories of people who have gotten this disease and died, within a couple months. And the Lord has given me over a year. I'll never give up on God. So, I just keep trying to keep my faith as strong as I can, and try to take it a day at a time. I haven't been in a lot of pain. I've never thrown up here at home from the chemotherapy. The only side effects basically have been tiredness and fatigue. You always say, why is this happening to me when I've got so many people that need me, like my grandkids and my kids and my wife. So, that's tough, really tough emotionally, because Nancy and I planned for this wonderful retirement future, and now it might not happen, and it's got to be really hard. I just love her so much. And then it's the love and support that I get from my family, people at church, my friends, cards and calls and stuff. You never know how much people care about you until something like this happens. Well, I know that God didn't give me this cancer. I need to have faith that He's going, no matter what happens with this cancer, that He's going to, I'm just going to trust Him to help me get through it. first, first 64 years of my life were pretty doggone good. He gave me the girl of my dreams, gave me beautiful kids and grandkids. Until this happened, I was pretty healthy. So God has blessed me. Why this is happening? There's got to be a reason, and I just have to have faith that in the end it's going to be worthwhile. My life is going to have been worthwhile. And I love the Lord with all my heart. And I know that He loves me. I do devotions every morning. Joe and Cindy Steiner gave us this book called Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence. And we read this every morning. And it's unbelievable how much of this just hits a nail right on the head. But the hard part, even in this book, is how he talks about, just enjoying God's peace, and I'm having a real hard time with that. Because sometimes I don't feel like He's there, and I know He is.